for joining me for your October 2018 Astro Tarot forecast. I'm shuffling the Alchemical Tarot by Robert M. Place. This is the first deck that I've used on YouTube 5 years ago. It's not my first tarot deck, that's about 25 years old, but this one is so worn. I wanted to bring her back into the mix because I am finishing up a decorative series that I started on Instagram with this deck about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and now I'm finishing the last 3 tarot cards, 76, 77, and 78, and I wanted to use this deck because I started with it and thought it would be such a beautiful full circle culmination moment. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please consider doing so. I want to up my game there. And thank you for choosing me here as your reader and for subscribing to this channel and on Google Plus as well. So, Aquarius, there's a lot going on this month. Let's start with a Venus retrograde on the 5th of October. Venus retrograding at 10 degrees of Scorpio in your career sector. And there is a restoration of harmony and balance when this occurs. And it's in your career. It could be with authority figures and who you report to. And this retrograde lasts through November 16th. However, on the 31st, Venus will retrograde deeper into the sign of Libra from the 31st through the 16th of November in your 9th house. So that is about where your heartstrings return and the nostalgic energy of foreign locations and romance and attraction to foreign people, places, or things. And career is where this hits you in the month of October, though. So I feel like there's a harmony that needs to take place for Aquarians. They really want a sense of peace in their career and peace of mind in what they're doing for a living and who they're reporting to. So that has a benevolent energy to it. It's not like a Mercury retrograde where technologies start falling apart. It's more of a nostalgic remembrance or feeling of harmony, and this applies in your work sector, your career sector, and in the sector of the paternal energy of your life, the father figure. On the 8th of October, the new moon is held at 15 degrees of Libra, and there's a fresh start in your 9th house of learning, education, certifications. Some Aquarians are getting degrees and furthering their education. Some are exploring new boundaries and physical locations. There is an explorative energy in the 9th house, and all things metaphysical and philosophical and political and religious and metaphysical, it all resides here in this sector. So your entire belief system is located here, and there's a fresh start for you. So I feel like Aquarians are able to see things in that area with fresh new eyes. On the 9th, Mercury enters Scorpio where Venus is, so there is action in the career sector, interviewing, sprucing up resumes, public speaking, promoting yourself, marketing yourself to your authority figure, taking on more responsibility and responsibility and ownership of certain rights or signing documents and contracts. This is all available to you. Sell yourself with Mercury in the 10th house to the highest bidder. I like that. In work, obviously. In terms of career, aim really high for what you deserve to be paid. And I'm feeling like this will work out for Aquarius and Aquarius rising especially. So please watch all 3, your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign, for a full dose of your cosmos for the month. Additionally, the sun follows suit with Mercury and Venus in Scorpio. Now the sun is here on the 23rd. And where the sun goes, we follow focus. So the sun in the 10th house is promotional energy. It's time for Aquarius to really receive what you're due. And I feel like there'll be some 6 of Wands or the Star card for you, getting your accolades, your reward and acknowledgement for hard work done. Connecting with your father figure in your life as well, or the remembrance of your paternal figure, should be important to you. On the 24th, there's a full moon, 1 degree of Taurus, bringing closure to the home environment. Perhaps Aquarius is done with one location and moving to another, or you're putting to bed an old wound, is what I want to say. Something that's deeply affecting Aquarius, because the fourth house is the deepest part of the astrological wheel. And I feel like this closure and awareness is occurring very deeply for Aquarius as well. Some of you are wanting to create boundary in your life and feeling that you need more security around you. And this full moon illuminates where you can be most insecure and secure in order to make changes there. On the 31st, Mercury makes another quick transit into Sagittarius. And this is a very social, expressive placement for you. For the people connecting in clubs and groups and after-school programs, the 11th house is where you are most social. It's your friendships and every group that you're connected to, from a sorority to your best friends from 3rd grade. So this goes way back too. I feel like there's a nostalgic energy to the month due to Venus's retrograde, pulling at the heartstrings a little bit. But you could hear from plenty of people that you've gone to school with, that you lost touch with, or even friends that you currently have. They're in need of Aquarian energy right now. Additionally, on Samhain, on Halloween, the 31st, Venus retrogrades deeper into Libra, into that 9th house. So traveling with a partner in a romantic excursion could be the theme of Halloween into November for you. And the veil is very thin around Halloween. For the pagans and the Wiccans, they know that people who have passed, our ancestors before us, the astral plane is more recognizable on the 31st. And you're able to kind of pay homage to people who have passed and the dead in general. That's what All Saints' Day on November 1st is about, and Dia de los Muertos on November 2nd, the Day of the Dead. So you might be attached to memory as well. Let's get to the cards. I'm excited about this. See what comes up for you. If you are interested in a private reading, you can go to audreyalison.com and select your reading via PayPal, and I will get back to you in a few days via email and set something up with you. I do offer tarot readings in addition to full astrological and tarot readings. And in my 30-minute sessions, we get down to it. So don't think that that's not enough time. So also I have the 3-week course of learning how to read the tarot for yourself or expand your already knowledge that you have. So knowledge that you already have. So if you're interested in that, that's also available. The links are in the Show More section below. And I have my Vimeo on-demand medium messages available. If you were into the tarot-focused spreads that I put up in September, then you'll really like what's going on Vimeo, so give that a shot. All right, Aquarius, here are your cards for the month of October. First card, 5 of Cups, and this is the card that I'm showcasing next this week on Instagram. So 5 of Cups. Some of you are moving in different directions in an emotional situation. Those 2 birds are flying opposite each other. And the 5 of Cups is where one can feel emotionally stuck. And a little earthquake might need to happen internally for you to make some shifts in an emotional situation. Justice. This is the card of Libra in the major arcana and could represent a Libra in your life, or the fairness that is required in your either connection to career, friendship, or relationship. Balance, harmony, even and fairness needs to happen. Those scales that she's holding, they're not tipping in either direction, so having your partnership be equal is important for you. Next card, the 9 of Wands, sacrifice. And maybe Aquarius feels like you've sacrificed a lot, and including what you're passionate about, or made sacrifices in order to be creative. the gray wolf, the burning smoke is the name of this card, and it suggests having some defensiveness and burden, and having to feel like you're fighting something with someone. So we'll see how this applies. Let's see. Wow, geez, more fighting, the fighting dogs. Seven of Wands, defensiveness as well. The 9 and 7 of Wands are very similar. Defending your ground, not coming from a place of understanding, feeling like you're misunderstood and need to protect yourself. So some of you could be in legal situations and feeling like someone's trying to bring out the worst in you, is what I want to say. Someone's riling you up, and could be because of a legal situation. It could also be because you've separated from someone emotionally and they're trying to come back and poke at you a little bit. You have one more card though, the Moon. So you have 2 major arcana cards here, which is that creates the space for major changes in life. The Moon, trust your intuition around that new moon on the 8th of October. And that is in the sign of Libra. Interesting. Look at that. Those are your 2 major arcana cards, the Moon and Libra. That's what they both mean. So you could be receiving all the insight you need around the 8th. And you don't have to rush any decisions, because I see this fire and some of you feel like, okay, I have to make this hasty thing. I have to make all this stuff make sense. Take your time with what you're evaluating. Maybe go through a full 28-day lunar cycle on this one. I might wait till the end of the month, and maybe when that Halloween time comes, you can restore yourself to clear and empty clarity and the absolute knowingness of your path. Okay, Aquarius, I hope this was helpful for you. I'm wishing you a beautiful October. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.